Hello Collective, welcome back to my channel, T to the Y to the M to the A or A. All right, today we want to see what's going on in your energy. So Spirit, please give me a message for the collective. Remember, this is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We're going to see what energy is coming towards you today. What energy is coming towards the collective today? All right, collective, they didn't value you and now they're obsessed. They did not value you and now they're obsessed. What came out here for you, this is several people. It's not just one individual person. It's several people who did not value your connection. They did not value the relationship. And now they're obsessed with you. It's almost giving the energy somebody doesn't miss something until it's gone. There's this energy out here where I see you strongly setting boundaries. And you are respecting your limits. You only have but so much energy or whatever. I feel like there's so much energy or so much that you can do in a day. And this has something to do with you being social and giving your time, energy, and effort to any and everybody that tries to connect with you. What came out here is you being social. And I feel like you are setting certain boundaries when it comes to your social life or you being social and connecting with people. You are probably limiting your conversation, your energy on going out, how much you feed into something, how much you show up for other people, because it's only but so much you can do. There's only but so much time you have in a day, so you have respect your limits. It says your boundaries protect you. You're not meant to carry everything. Know where the line is. You are understanding at this point, you're not meant to carry everything. Just because somebody calls, just because they reach out or ask you for something does not mean you always have to say yes, does not mean you always have to show up, because I'm getting this energy that before or maybe in the past you were overgiving, overstretched, stressed in, and you was left with much of nothing. So I feel like something is a vehicle for something to shift and change in your life. And I feel like your boundaries is what's being this vehicle for something to change drastically in your life. I feel like once you started being direct, communicating or setting certain limits to stuff, or probably just speaking up on your boundaries, you started receiving certain response from people. And this was a catalyst or a vehicle to make something change. I feel like this was a dividing factor to show you the difference between somebody that actually respects you and your time and your wishes, or who was actually trying to use you and possibly get something out of you. So let's say if somebody called you on the phone and you did not answer the phone. If you say, you know what, I don't answer my phone all the time. Sometimes at the 10 p.m. I put it on Do Not Disturb. And you started receiving the response of, that's very selfish. People need you. We love you. What about da 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 da? You started receiving some of that type of response. You started realizing and using your intuition to try to evaluate certain relationships and determine what do you want to do with this connection? Does this person have a good point, or does this person truly want to get something out of me? Because if you truly care about me, you will respect my boundaries and realize I need to get some sleep, or I can't talk all the time. Versus you started realizing that if you tell somebody, hey, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, or I can't be there, and it's like, okay, I understand. You realize, you know what, I need to nurture and feed this relationship some more. I want to have a connection with this person, compared to the people who were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. I feel like your eyes was opening to this. So again, they didn't value you and now they're obsessed with you. You started speaking up on your boundaries and how much you have certain limits and you're going to respect that limit. And you started realizing that giving so much to different connections, there was a lack of rewards. It's like, what is the point of doing all this? I had my life to live. They had their life to live. And this energy constantly being there serving any and everybody probably was draining you, and you realized there was nothing much in return. There was an unbalance, and that's why these boundaries started being set. And the universe is here to push back. That's what you have coming towards you. It says obstacles redirect you intentionally. You're being moved towards alignment. Nothing is random. What's happening is, I feel like the universe currently brought something to your attention in reference to your boundaries or lack thereof. And maybe you could have came across a video, listened to a podcast, or just started picking up on certain energies, or your intuition just opened up and you started realizing, why am I feeling so drained, so tired? Why, when I get off the phone with certain people, I don't feel happy anymore? I feel like my frequency has been lowered. The reason why all this was happening is because the universe was orchestrating this to happen, because they wanted you to redirect away from certain energies. They were putting you into alignment. There was a possibility, not even a possibility, there was a strong chance that a lot of things in your life started feeling uncertain. There was a lot of uncertainty around a lot of relationships or a lot of connections that you had. Again, because you felt drained. People were benefiting from your lack of boundaries. And I feel like this opened your eyes, especially with you connecting to your spirituality. Wow. Okay, what I'm getting, they're showing me. Okay, for some of you, this is a sidebar. Somebody need to get alignment with their vehicle. You need to get alignment with your vehicle. Vehicle alignment. I'm seeing that. Get your vehicle checked out. If it's time, check your tires. Do some preventive maintenance checks. But that's a sidebar, because I'm seeing that. They're showing me, like, I don't know why I see that with that arrow. It reminds me of a road. But you need to check that out. The fact that you started setting boundaries, I feel like it forced you to really just sit back. When you started getting certain responses from people around you, it forced you to sit back and just slowly stop talking and just evaluate certain connections around you. And you started realizing certain people, certain things, certain connections, it was too good to be true. You knew there was more to this dynamic, especially when it came to people's responses. It says something feels overly perfect. It's almost like somebody was wearing a mask and you felt like you had to be cautious to certain people because, again, the response you was getting. It says your intuition senses a hidden truth. Look beneath the charm. Somebody around you was being charming. Something seemed too good to be true, and you knew there was a secret intention there. And what they want to tell you is, it's time for you to save yourself. You cannot be there for any and everybody, especially when there is no reward for doing this. Sometimes we do things out of the kindness of our heart, but at the same time, a kind person in this world, in today's society, will get their ass ran over if you just keep giving and giving and giving and giving. Because best believe there are some people out there that's going to take and take and take and take without any just... I feel like these people are not conscious. They do not care if they are benefiting for what somebody is offering. Why should I cook a meal for you when you're going to cook every single night? You're going to shop for the food, get the food, make the plate, serve it in, bring it to the table. Why do I need to cook? It's almost, I'm hearing that saying of, why pay for the cow when you could get the milk for free type of energy? I feel like someone was milking you. Someone was milking you because of your kindness, and you started realizing that. Again, this is why certain things started happening in your life, and maybe certain things felt uncertain, kind of shaky. You started feeling drained. Again, this was coming from the universe because they wanted you to slow down a little bit. So if you was feeling tired, it forced you to sit down. If certain things was happening, feeling shaky with relationships, and you feel like you was giving so much, they wanted you to realize how much you did not have boundaries and how much these boundaries needed to be set. Once the boundaries started getting set, this is where you started really evaluating people's responses to these boundaries. And then you started realizing that it was time for you to break certain patterns. People were benefiting from overstepping and crossing your boundaries. Again, you could have said, you know what, don't call me after 10 o'clock. Or, you know, I don't want anybody coming over to my house. I'll meet you at the hall. Or I'll meet you at this party. I'll meet you at this event. And they still popping up at the house. You could, like, there was a lot going on here. I feel like I'm seeing somebody leaning into somebody's space in the office. Like somebody, you're like, hey, give me space. Like somebody is overly touchy. I'm getting that because I feel like somebody's leaning into my space right here. I feel like it's a face here. Like somebody's leaning into my space. I feel like somebody be overly touchy. So I'm getting a lot of energy of someone, either you needing to set certain boundaries or you have been setting boundaries. And again, this is like, you're like, people aren't this nice. What's going on here? Somebody wants something. So you're realizing at this time, you're saving yourself. You're speaking up. You're not going to continue being drained. And what came from this, I'm saying, the fact that you switched up and you started acting different, or again, you could be doing this in the near future. People are wondering what's going on. Why is the collective changing? What's going on with them? You live rent-free in people's heads. You live rent-free in people's heads. There are people just thinking about you again because they were benefiting from the connection. They were benefiting from what you offer, your value, your essence, your effort, what you could give. Sometimes people just want to be in the presence of a high vibrational person. Sometimes people want to be in the presence of somebody who likes to speak some wisdom or talk or communicate, or as a number. Sometimes I done seen some events where there could be a birthday lady, a birthday woman, a birthday girly, and she don't even talk to everybody that be there at the event. She probably got 2 best friends, but I'm not getting the energy of like a nice person that's just like, hey, you know, y'all all come hang out. I'm not seeing this type of person. We fool with them. We like these type of people. They just friendly and like, hey, everybody come hang out. But I'm seeing the energy of a person knowing they don't fool with these people, but they want all attention on them, so they're inviting any and everybody, and they only invite certain people around when it's time for a birthday party. Besides that, they're not doing anything else for these people. They don't come to their birthday party. They don't support their event. They're not saying, hey, how you doing? But as soon as they have an event going on in their life, they're inviting people, certain people, for numbers. They want to be in proximity or association, but they really don't fool with that person. So I'm getting this type of energy. So I'm seeing someone peeping game and cutting this off and not really doing this anymore. I'm not going to your event. When the last time you came to my event? So now you're living rent-free in people's head, and you are standing firm on what you believe in. You're standing firm on your boundaries. You're not wavering from it. Look at that. It ain't no, you're not even smiling when you're saying it. It's like, no. It's not giving, you know what, maybe I'll think, no, I'm not going to be there. Straight face type energy, just being direct. The people that was coming up, again, they don't value, they didn't value you, but now they're obsessed with you. I'm getting, for some of you, this could have been your in-laws. Your in-laws. Taking advantage of you, constantly calling you, asking you for things, but really not offering much or anything in return. Some people don't have the best in-laws. So for some of you, this could be your in-laws. For others of you, this could be your brother. Maybe you got a brother, or it's somebody you call your bro or your brother. Maybe somebody from college or something. But for some of you, this could be your brother that's doing this. This could also be a child. They didn't value you, and now they obsessed. Somebody could simply just be taken advantage of by their children. You know, you have them older kids, them college kids and all that stuff. They just like, Mom, can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get this? You like, when the last time we went to lunch together? When did we hang out? When the last time you came over here and just sat down and had a meal? But you keep calling and asking for something. Or you could have this going on with your child as a masculine. Maybe you like, when the last time you came and hung out with Dad? But you always want me to buy you something. So for some of you, now they're obsessed because now you're not easily accessible. You're probably not answering every single call. You're not going to every single event. You're telling them no this time. No, I can't buy that. No. When do you start saying that? You are telling people no. For some of you, this could be somebody with an interesting birthmark. So something significant to a birthmark. Maybe they do have a birthmark on the face or something's unique about it. Or this could be you having this birthmark. I feel like for others of you, this could be you currently becoming single. So you're breaking up with someone and you're newly becoming single because, again, someone did not value you and now they're obsessed with you because they thought they had all the time in the world to play in your energy. And you like, you know what? You are taking up space and preventing me from finding my husband or my wife. So you got to go. I'm not about to keep answering the phone just to play phone tag. We not going on no dates. We not taking this a step further. So you know what? I'm going to stay over here and be single. So, and for others of you, this could be an older male. They didn't value you and now they're obsessed with you. This is giving me like somebody's father really not being around. And now that you're successful, they want to come around and hang out with you or something. But they didn't value you when you was around. This could be some type of older masculine. We have the letter J significant here. So somebody's birthday could be in June, July. M could be for first, middle, last name. Somebody could be from Minnesota, Montana. Letter U could be significant. First, middle, last name, or location. Utah, 88. Somebody be born in 1988. Somebody's birthday could be in September. June, you could be dealing with, or that could be yours. Again, you live rent free in people's heads. And now, people just running their mouths about you because you're choosing not to be so social anymore. So they're just like forming whatever type of story and running their mouths. And all you're doing is like, again, using your boundaries. Your boundaries are being a vehicle for you to get in alignment with what you need to do. If something feels uncertain, you're not really feeding or putting much effort into that. You are going where the good news is, where you feel uplifted, where y'all can share and commune together. And this, for you, this good news is you tapping into your spirituality or your spiritual gifts, being around maybe more spiritual people, going where people are uplifted, and you are just saving yourself. You don't really want to fool with people who have all these unhealed wounds and they're just pouring it on you. You could have been that person where people tend to call you just to just vent and vent and vent and vent and vent. And you're like, are you ever going to save yourself? Maybe you're not saying this out loud, but it's like you could just hear it on the phone, and I'm feeling like somebody just, they're coming off as a draining person, constantly calling you to talk or complain and say something. And it seems like this person is never content with life. Something is always going on in their home. It seems like there's something going on, and you're like, I need to break the patterns. I can't continue listening to this. I feel like I'm being used as a sacrifice just to just hear this all the time about this person venting. I don't get nothing out of this. This is a lack of rewards for me. I don't get anything from hearing this all the time. It's like you got but so many times to vent, but after this, we need to start talking about some solutions instead of always talking about problems. So this could have been, again, coming from your in-laws, your brother. This could be coming from your child. Maybe they could be complaining. This could be coming from an older male. This could be coming from someone you broke up with and you chose to be single because they seem to be stuck in this negative place. So Spirit wants you to know people are being removed from your life. You are focused on building mastery, skill, and development. And I feel like what you was able to evaluate and see is that a lot of people wanted to be around you because they felt like they could take shortcuts with you. You were the shortcut. Instead of somebody going to go heal their wounds and going to go speak to a professional, a counselor or something, it's best to just talk to you, dump all the emotions on you, take this shortcut, and then now they feel better and you feeling drained. You're like, no, we need to go handle something the proper way. If I'm doing everything to build myself up and to master myself and learn these skills and develop, you needed to be doing the same thing as well. There are people around you who either you could currently be feeling financially stretched and there are people wanting your last dollar, or there are people around you that are feeling financially stretched, and this is why they want to stay in proximity to you because they see you mastering something, you are building your skills, and you are developing something, and they can tell that you're going to be successful, and they're kind of unsure where y'all stand, so that's why they're obsessed with you now, because they're unsure where you stand, but you are building on something, and they know it's only a matter of time before the success comes. Somebody could be getting a new car or a new home, maybe changing locations, moving somewhere else, or like I said, a new car, home. You putting in a sacrifice, you putting in all the rewards. I mean, you putting in all the sacrifice, doing everything you need to do to get to this place. Again, the end result is you leading, going towards success. God is putting you in alignment. The universe is putting you in alignment with success because the end result over here is success. And you are making the sacrifices right now. You're going to have good news coming towards you. I see this is you going through a major shift, a major change. You are breaking patterns. And you're worried about saving yourself. You're like, it's only but so much you can do for other people. You are saving yourself. Again, somebody could wear glasses. Letter J could be significant here. Somebody could be an older male. You could be single. Somebody could be single. You could be a newly single person. This could be your child. Somebody's name, birthday is in the month of June. Somebody could have a special type of birthmark. Love wearing hoodies all the time. Be born in 88. Maybe you could be seeing that number a lot. 88 is the number of abundance and prosperity. So you have that coming towards you. For some of you, this could be your twin. This could be your brother. This could be your frat brother. Is it sorority, fraternity, sorority, fraternity? This could be your brother. So this is all I have for you. If anything resonates, don't forget to leave me a comment down below, hype the video, thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, and take care of yourself.